Welcome to A Focus on ADHD. I'm Natalie Pickering.
I'm Susan McConnell.
And this is Spalding University, and we hope that you enjoy this presentation.
Okay, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to give you an exercise. Okay, just in your head, work this problem out, and then we'll check back with you in just a second, okay? What do you think?
So how about the U of L game? Did you see that?
I'm not sure. I think we ought to maybe fix the light. I'm not sure.
That projector's sort of...
Yeah.
Is that centered, do you think?
I don't know. Okay, are you ready?
You want to get the lights, maybe? That'll...
No, I think they're probably ready with the answer.
Okay. Oh, right. Did you guys come up with something?
No.
No.
What?
Well...
Why not? You couldn't figure it out, or?
A little too distracted.
Oh, you were too distracted.
Yeah.
Well, that is how a person with ADHD feels in many circumstances.
So we're going to talk just a little bit about an overview of what ADHD is. And there are 3 types of ADHD. There's inattentive type, hyperactive, and then combined, which has some features of both. And actually, mental health professionals are suggesting that we look at new criteria for this, especially with adult ADD and ADHD, that they're changing some of the criteria based on age. One important thing to know about ADHD is that it's not just an adult onset disorder. In fact, people, to have a diagnosis of ADHD, there must have been a pattern of these symptoms throughout childhood. And although for some people it diminishes as they age into adulthood, about 50% of people who struggle with ADHD symptoms continue to have those symptoms through into adulthood.
What is the hyperactive ADHD, Natalie? Is it the impulse control issue?
Well, hyperactivity and impulsivity go together, and so we see that, in children sometimes we'll see parents or teachers who are concerned that the child can't stay in their seat, that they need to be running around the room, easily distracted. They might be, looking out the window instead of attending to the teacher, or other things in the environment that are just distracting them.
Okay.
So again, sometimes people think that ADHD is just associated with children, but adults also have difficulty with these sort of issues. And in fact, impulsivity, restlessness, maybe staying focused on a task, especially in the academic setting where people are trying to, pay attention in class, do their assignments. Some other struggles that we see with adults who have ADHD are difficulty with time management, organization, and then these things lead to social implications. And then some other sort of things that can be problematic are anxiety, low self-esteem, chronic lateness and forgetfulness, substance abuse, procrastination, a low tolerance for things that are frustrating, boredom, and mood swings. And there's different theories about what causes ADHD. One of the predominant theories is that it's a chemical imbalance. There's something neurologically. It is highly heritable, and some things such as head injury, poor nutrition in infancy, a mom's exposure to teratogens, or nutrition and those kinds of things have been linked to ADHD diagnoses.
And if there's like an unstable situation at home, it makes it even worse. So. All right. Right now we're going to look at Meg, and Meg looks like anyone else. She's confident, she knows where she's going, she's put together, stylish, she's articulate. To meet Meg, you would think she had it all together. Probably very educated too. She looks like anyone else. Meg's ADHD surprisingly can make her look and feel like these guys up here, like the rabbit who's always running late, for a very important date, or the student who says, the dog ate my homework, or gee, I just don't know what happened, but I don't have my homework tonight, can I have some more time? And this happens chronically. It can happen as a trend in her behavior. She may feel like this because other people or peers will perceive her as different than they are, and she may feel alone in social situations or educational scenarios. And also, like this fella, she may go home and feel like this: I will be good, what can I do? To, I don't know what to do. ADHD behavior in the everyday is lacks time awareness. It's almost as if time just kind of passes. It doesn't really have a beginning and an end. It just kind of goes in one continuous moment to the next, which is not accounted for. Late to work or class, poor time management, we've said that before, are misses important details. Okay, so anything that's very highly detailed, there is bound to be some type of detail that's missed more often than a person that does not have ADHD. There's difficulty with organization. You might see stickies everywhere, all around the house. Notes might be stuffed in pockets and then found later on, like a month or two later, and oh, what was that? Oh, I forgot to do that. Loses important papers, misplacing keys. Yeah. Writing on slips of papers that resurface months later. Great ideas, but trouble finishing projects. So an ADHD person or ADD person may have great ideas, but has trouble bringing those ideas to fruition because of poor management of time, details, and executive functioning. ADHD behavior in the everyday looks like impulsivity, interrupts others. For example, maybe just walking up to someone, has an idea, needs to get an answer, walks up to someone who's having a conversation with someone else and say, oh, and maybe not even get the person's name right. Do you know what time or where such and such room is? And they're going, gee, didn't know my name, and I was talking to someone else, you know, but it's like that lack of awareness of boundaries. It's nothing malicious, just a need, an impulsive need to get an answer from someone to a question. There's no negative social implications, therefore. Takes on too much responsibility, may like everything and think everything is cool and neat to do, and have a hard time discriminating or prioritizing what needs to be tended to right now. Likes to say yes because it all sounds cool, and also there's some impatience there with having immediate results. ADHD in our teenagers, for example, may look like this. Impulsivity, which can lead to risky behavior. You'll see more, there's data, correct, about more students or teens with ADHD that have trouble with impulsive behaviors and risky behaviors like drinking, sex that results in pregnancy, getting arrested, just having trouble making good decisions about the future, that this might have a consequence for me in the future. Okay, consequences. Here we are late. Keep people waiting. Miss deadlines. Have an appearance of not pulling one's weight when involved in other groups that in educational settings or work situations, because for some reason are distracted by something else and or unable to complete or organize their time. People are irritated, nothing gets your full attention, and it can be very exhausting. And there are internal and external repercussions. Can you think of any others? What other kind of repercussions there might be?